In war, you don't kill a wounded soldier. The Deputy President Gachagua, he's a fellow soldier who is currently wounded. Yeah? And we don't want, me, and even if you maybe have many reasons to trample on him, to destroy him, but me as a Muslim woman and a religious one, I believe revenge belongs to God. And I'm saddened today because this country have many pressing issues which are very painful. Yeah? Like the Adani leasing of the port, the GMO food, our education system, which is a shamble, the SHAF, all those issues. We have debts, local, outside the country, and many other issues. Why are we here to impeach the Vice President who has no grounds? It is hot air and very opaque issues which were raised for the impeachment.
He was condemned and hard. And you know, my brother, we are Africans. We cannot. Africans have never ever condemned somebody when they were sick. I mean, why the hurry? But we know that plans had already been made and the Deputy President had no chance in the Senate. But then we have recourse in law, and I think we'll have our day in court. Because I want to believe that our judicial officers are going to look at this matter, and because it was done in a short way. I mean, even the motion itself was weak. I mean, the process this afternoon, I mean, the Senate did not consider that somebody was sick. I mean, if you followed the argument, the councils for the National Assembly saying that all they cared was that this was a time-bound process, which we were, of course, ready for. But then we had up to Saturday, like I've said, they refused, and the senators have proceeded to condemn a man on his hospital bed. So I think the court will look at this because our judicial officers, of course, are fair people.
The grounds for impeachment presented to the Senate of the Republic of Kenya from the National Assembly, none of them, not a single one, was substantiated. Let's face it, this was more of a political process than anything else. I think somebody had already made up their mind that one, Rigathi Gachagua cannot continue being Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. And so they have mobilized their side, they have ensured that they have the numbers. And because democracy is what it is, the majority must have their way, the minority will have to have their say.
It was well decided long ago that Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has to go. That is why even when the evidence is underwhelming, because the evidence that has been provided in that house is underwhelming, from the contributions of the senators will tell you that of all the 11 grounds, none of them has been able to be substantiated. But anyway, it's a decision of the majority. I didn't agree with it myself because I voted against the removal of the Deputy President. But I feel that if this evidence was to be tested in a court of law, I'm sure the Honorable Deputy President will be able to get justice and he'll be able to bounce back. But since he subjected himself to this process, and since we even have had more days in our calendar that would have sat tomorrow and even the day after tomorrow, I didn't feel why we could not obey as simple as obeying Article 50 of the Constitution on the fairness of the person who has been accused, so that he can be able to appear. He had directed to appear in person and through his counsels. Now that he was taken ill, I didn't see the hurry why we would have to hurry the process, and we had finished this matter this late, where we had tomorrow and the day after tomorrow.